Hello. Back again and we're great. What's up? What is the what is the
I don't
line?
know what you're singing.
Let's get it. Wait. Everyone by everyone. Everybody
Oh,
by
that.
yeah.
Now you made me forget what the actual words. Oh my gosh, we're back again.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh my god.
What did
Yeah.
you originally just say?
Wait, what?
What did you originally just say, like before that?
Here we are, let's have some tea or some shit. I don't
Okay.
know. How's your mama? How's your friends? All right, so listen, y'all. We ain't playing around. You know what it is. You know how we do. Welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a little bar on 34th. Oh, you know, we changed. We changed venues. Yeah, 34th and Crenshaw, where you can sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with your friends. As always, we're going to start the podcast by asking Jazz, how can we live vicariously through you this week? What did you do?
Seriously? I've been nowhere.
Lies.
I literally went nowhere. I didn't even go to work.
Oh, dang. Okay, staycation.
I mean, I work from home. I did do work.
Oh.
It's not like I didn't work. You know, I didn't do anything, which I like. I like doing nothing.
I was gonna say
I did binge watch a show.
I was literally gonna ask that. Have you watched anything recently?
I forgot what it's called. Oh, based on a true story with Kaylee Cuoco, whatever her name is.
Oh, is that when she's a flight attendant?
No, that's Flight Attendant, which is very funny.
Yeah, I try my best. I try my best out here. Well, is it based off a true story?
It's like based off of like she's pregnant and she's married to this guy and like she's very into murderers. Sorry, there's something in my mouth.
Oh,
She's into murderers and like the podcast of like people talking about murderers, and then she like thinks that she found like a murderer that she can maybe interview and make her own podcast. So it's like very interesting. It's only 30 minutes per episode and it's like pretty funny. It's only 8 episodes.
oh, interesting. Wait, so she's like, this is somebody that she's trying to get a hold of because she thinks they murdered somebody, but this person isn't like in jail or anything. She just has a hunch that they murdered somebody.
Like he's a current murderer.
And she's trying to find him.
She's trying to interview him.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he's already apprehended. She's just trying to get an interview?
No, he's not apprehended.
Oh my God. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
She has a death wish.
Very interesting and funny.
That's interesting. I've been watching how what is it? Only Murders in the Building. I'm kind of behind, so no spoilers.
I have never watched.
It's very good. Very good.
I don't know.
You said you never watched it. I'm like, it's very good. And you're like, I can't trust it. You
It's
haven't
certain
watched it,
people in
ma'am.
the show that I'm like,
Oh, Salinter? Or do you have beef with Martin Short, maybe? Steve Martin, did
I
you
love
do
Martin Short.
He's so
I
funny.
love Martin Short and I love Steve Martin. And I love their friendship. Have you seen
Very
them
funny.
do interviews? They're so Martin Short seems like a friend that would just drag me.
And like
second.
I would laugh every single time. Like, period.
Yeah. My sister sent me like a video of them doing an interview recently, and I was like, wow, I would love to have Martin Short as a friend, but he would drag me, as I just said. But she was like, oh, but I would drag him for doing Clifford, the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen Clifford.
Where it was like animated. Clifford
No.
was animated. Oh, okay.
No,
Then
no.
probably not.
It's like him. It's him playing like a child. And like they're trying to go to like Dino Land or something. But
Wait,
used to
Martin
watch this
Short
with my
is playing
sister.
it?
Yeah, Martin Short, yes. He's like a 40-year-old man playing a child. And his name's Clifford, and he's trying to go to like Dino World or Dino Land or something. You should look up the trailer for it, because my sister sent it to me like earlier this year, and I was like, I forgot about this movie. I forgot how bad it looks and how bad it probably was, because I definitely watched it multiple times as a child.
Wait,
Yeah.
it was a children's movie?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
for.
I'm so confused.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm trying to piece together
It's a mess.
what I can. That's so weird.
So she was like, I would just drag him on that every 2 seconds. And he'd probably be like, we're not supposed to talk about this.
That's so it's so okay, so I don't know the history of Martin Short. I just know that I like him right now and Only Murders in the Building. I also enjoy him and Steve Martin's friendship. But like it's so weird when you look back on somebody who's really famous now's like back when they weren't, and like that just like random.
He's always famous.
Oh, so he just did that for fun?
He's a famous comedian. Yeah, he was. I don't know what that was.
I can't defend you, Martin Short.
SNL, isn't he? I think him and
I know Steve Martin was on SNL. I did not know that Martin.
I thought they were both on there.
I remember Steve Martin.
Martin Short's just famous for being funny.
He is really funny. And in the show, he's very funny. Basically, same personality. I'm going to jump in the chat, though, real quick. And congratulate. We have a new patron of the bar. Hello, Nelly. Or Nelly. Nelly says, oh, my God, hi. I finally made it live. Always have watched the upload. Yes! Thank you. Just do some egg-yo.
You did it for me. I saw you.
Bling,
there we go.
Give us a bling bling. Wow. Actually,
bling bling.
Okay. If you really want to see her real egg yo, go to the end of the last recording because she actually did an egg yo. So
what if I do? Just like this?
Go like this.
I would never. I'll do the thing that everybody
like, hello, how are you? May I service your car? It's the most like oh, is that what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I think it's half a heart and then people do like
but remove your face because it's ruining the whole shit. I don't get it. But yes. Thank you so much. I haven't seen y'all in so long, but thank you for coming. That is also anyone who's watching the VOD, because I always get curious. We do get more views after the live stream, but it's never any comments. And I know it's long as hell, so like, you know, maybe you're not commenting. Although shout outs to Leanne, because every time Leanne goes back and watches the VOD, she does like timestamps and reacts to them, and I think that is so cute. But yeah, for the people who are watching the VOD right now, hi, leave a comment. Tell me your favorite part of the stream. Tell me some stuff you like to see. Would love your input even when you can't join us live. So that's really awesome. Andre's here. What's good? What's good? Gordy's here saying, I remember they used to play that movie on Disney years ago.
Oh, did they? Huh. Well,
like
I remember there's another Martin Short movie. I feel like it was Martin Short. Like it was like a magician. Like it was like something about magic.
Phantom of the Megaplex.
Honestly, don't remember that movie really.
Oh well.
But what I do remember is Smart House, and I remember that used to come on a lot too.
Oh, that was a really good decom. Let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
You're jumping up and down.
He who will watch a Disney Channel movie. That is the lyrics, I swear. I swear it's like, he who will watch, like all of a sudden to become medieval. Thou shalt watch one Disney Channel movie. And it's like, okay, like what? I'm 12.
Time travel?
Exactly. Thou shalt just a Disney Channel movie. Like, what are you saying?
A Simple Wish.
That sounds so familiar.
It has like the Matilda girl.
Was she like a musician's assistant or something?
I don't know what she was. I honestly don't. I don't remember a lot, but I do remember Martin Short was in it, and he was like, he did some magic and stuff.
I love when people are old, that like even when I go back and watch something they did 20 years ago, they're still old. Like that's crazy.
There was somebody I was looking at recently that I was like, wow, you haven't aged in 20 years. But you like, I guess at 40 you just stopped. I was like, I guess it's good. I don't know. I think it was Jason Bateman. He's not that old, but like I was like, you haven't aged since like I've seen him in Arrested Development. Like he looks the same to me.
Is Arrested Development that old though?
2000 something.
Really?
Dude,
well, I think it was like 2016.
They revived it in like 2016.
Oh, Eric Caillou.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like when Michael Cera was like a teen.
Oh yeah, that's true. He was a little baby.
Yeah.
But also, Okay, so now Lele is actually K-pop has taken over me slash Mango, which I do remember. Oh my god! All right, that's cool. We love a rebranding. Okay, we love it. So yes, everyone. Welcome to Sleepy Idol. Today we have a couple news stories on our docket. So I thought we could just jump right into it. So who would have thought Taemin and Key were the originators of
Gosh, what are you about to say? The slander are you about to bring?
If you're black, there's nothing for you.
Oh.
If you're white, there's something
I
for
saw my
you.
dad that the other day, and he was like, "Why are you watching this? And why are you dancing?" I was like, I can't explain. It's just catchy. It's such a mess of a song. You can't just like take it as humor.
It's so blunt. It's so blunt and just, oh my god, what a funny song. But, when the remix drops, we know who the features are about to be. One Mr. Taemin and one Mr. Key.
They better not. You already know. SM would be like, what the fudge? When did we approve this? Who approved it?
They're like, the heart wants what the heart wants. I'm sorry, SM. All right, so y'all probably have already heard this because this is a bit of an old story, but I thought we could cycle around because there was a lot of discussion about it. So as for some summary, where did I put the summary? Okay, well, let me see if I got this. So there was a show, like one of those like live YouTube upload shows that SHINee did, and they garnered some hate, particularly one moment where the three are hugged up, booed up, kissed up in this bed, and Taemin says, Mino and Key are having a conversation, and Taemin says, "But when I see you after you play golf, all I can only see are the whites of your eyes and your teeth, seriously." And then Key says, "Why did you get so tan?" And then Minho says, "I apply so much sunscreen." And then Key says, "If Minho closes his eyes and his mouth at night, you'll go Minho ya." Insert gesture where Key's trying to look for Minho. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to Low Freaks on Reddit because they did this they kind of gathered this information in a Reddit comment. I will say I didn't actually get to see it. Apparently they cut it. They cut it out of the clip or whatever, so you can't even see the original. But of course, a lot of people called this out because they felt that the members were being very colorist to Minho, and this was very, very uncomfortable. Now, usually this actually happens a lot in K-pop. But like not, it's always a toss-up whether anything will be said because, a lot of people have pulled from who we see tend to be, the more popular idols, the more people who are perceived good looking, some of the practices, like how makeup's done, that being lighter is the beauty standard in Korea. So, people are like, well, it's just a beauty standard. It's not the same as being colorist to like a black person or a darker skinned person in America, context, etc., etc. So I feel like we always kind of have that debate when something like this comes up. So it was actually really surprising. And I think even a lot of Showls were saying they were surprised when we actually got an apology by both Taemin, Key, and the production team, where they were, basically said apologies for the inappropriate content. They're going to be more careful about their words next time. The production team kind of seemed like they were like, "Oop, sorry, y'all, shouldn't include that," as opposed to like apologizing for the actual words that were said, which I guess because they didn't say the words themselves, that makes sense. That's really all they can apologize. And then I think a lot of people, I don't know, I really don't know what the context is, but I think because Key speaks like fluent English or something, people like expected more of him. I don't know, like I know he studied abroad somewhere or something. I don't know if it was America. It could have very well been London or something. But, he also apologized. And so, I mean, for the most part, that was that. They offered the apology. For the most part, people were like, well, you can either take it or leave it. But they did apologize, and that is a good step in the right direction. But like I said, this is something that comes up a lot. So there was a lot of discussion around when something like this happens. So I don't know, Jazz, do you have any comments that you want to say off the bat? I don't know.
I feel like I've said this before, like to you. That it's like I feel awkward judging people for their inside humor because I'm like, I don't know their friendship, maybe this is how they joke, but like also I understand that they're celebrities, so it's like you can't be saying whatever you say behind closed doors and then not realizing that people can take that the wrong way or the right way. I don't know. Maybe this is like,
they're like, yes,
into how they actually think. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a common thing. And not even just in Korea. I feel like these types of jokes, I've heard these types of jokes as a kid to like other people. So it's like, it's not like, it's not good humor.
Yeah.
It's very childish. That's something that you should probably grow out of. But yeah.
I wish I could have found the original clip because I don't know how Mino had like reacted to it or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I imagine this is something they've said before. We've definitely had a situation where you have groups and there's a darker member, tanner member, and they often get like picked on or pointed out and things like that. I remember once is promptly gathered Jihyo when she tried it on Chewy, and that was like, they were like, no, that's not cute. But you know, it nonetheless, I feel like, you know, because the beauty standards a certain way, you're bound to get jokes like that or whatever. I do tend to agree. Like a lot of people were saying, oh, well, international fans should butt out of it because there's a different context when you tease somebody for being darker. It's not the same. It's not rooted in American slavery, yada, yada, yada. But exactly what you said, I think whether you agree it's not in the context, point blank period, if you're a famous person, you have fans that look like that. So when you make fun of that, those fans are going to take that personally, right? And I feel like one of the biggest things or one of like the worst nightmares of you as a fan, I feel like that a lot of people express or maybe think about is like thinking that your fave has like no respect for you or would look down on you if they met them in real life, because it's embarrassing to stand and go up for somebody that might not have respect for you or might make fun of you because of this, that, and the third. I was just thinking, like, likening it to, like, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, colorism, this and that. Okay, what if one of them got a little chubby and he was like, oh, you can't even fit through the door, but you wide load or whatever. So what are all the fat plus size fans supposed to feel? Like, buying your albums, coming to your shows and stuff like that. Like, it's a business, point blank period. And I think you do have to be careful with your words, even if it's something that you might joke around your friends. Other people are gonna see that shit. So
yeah,
period. And how dare you, when Minho has been carrying Shiny's visuals since 2008.
How dare you?
Listen,
wait, hold up.
Oh, are we doing this? Minho's fine.
There's a whole entire Onu. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
very, very attractive. So.
I actually like Onu too. What am I saying?
Yeah, see, look at that. You're trying to...
Just kidding.
How dare you? And also Taemin, for me, is how I even got into
you
K-pop
did.
in general.
That's
so.
true. Okay, that's your man. So
he's not bad looking either. Hey, you know what? How dare you? How dare you try to drag these men?
We talked about it too, but that must be like so mind-blowing, the dichotomy of like being fine and everyone acknowledging you're fine, but then being like, but you're dark though, so LOL.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, but what are y'all saying? So it's very strange. I'm gonna jump into the comments to see what you guys have to say. Leanne says, I saw someone on Twitter said that you can see Mino dissociating in real time. Oh my god. The thing is, I know people are going to be like, it's different. But like as somebody who is very dark skinned, I think I just was like, ugh, like immediately, because I've definitely gotten corny ass, lame ass comments like that growing up. And again, saying that, I know a lot of people will be like, see, you're just projecting. But I feel like it also gives a perspective of somebody, because I'm not even going to say here in front like I'm the most showl in the world, but I've clearly enjoyed Shiny throughout the years. I mean, just being a K-pop fan. But it's just like, it's so icky to hear like stuff and comments that might have been used derogatory towards you. I don't know. It's really messy. Yeah. Andre says, I just want to know if they have apologized to Minho, though I got downvoted on Reddit for asking about it. y'all.
Oh, it's the internet. I don't know.
The
But
internet.
I feel like they probably have. There's no way they just like wrote this apology to the public and then went back home and they're like, who cares about you and your feelings now? It doesn't make any sense. I hope they aren't like that.
Yeah. I have a couple, before I jump back in the comments, I do have a couple of discussion questions. I already kind of asked this, but one of the things that I thought was interesting, and again, we have a comment that Minho was dissociating in real time. But do you think if this was a case, if Minho was like, you got me good, oh, nah, Shinjuke.
So it's dancing.
He's like, Shiny's back, don't. Like, he goes into 4 choreo, and he didn't care. Do you think that the reaction and the apology would still be warranted if Minho didn't seem offended?
I feel like they still would have reacted. No
like the
matter
fans?
what. Yeah.
Mm.
Because, yeah, I don't even know how he reacted. Did he actually, like what did he look like?
He was like, how would you feel? And he took a bow and arrow to this, and lit it on fire to this guy. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't. They removed the clip, so, and the girl was like, he was like, you are under arrest. I really don't know if anyone saw the original clip, because I tried to look for it on Twitter, but a lot of people who like originally like pointed it out, they deleted everything after the apology. So, because I'm guessing they didn't want it to spread.
You're telling me no one?
Not a. Well, I probably could have looked a little harder. If anyone has the linky link, feel free to put it in the doobly-doo. But he was like, no. He was like, I'm a far better. What is it? It's a far better thing that I do now.
Why do I know that? What is that?
I think it's from some Disney Channel movie.
Oh. No, probably.
Andre says, didn't he kind of laugh it off in the moment? As someone who had been, it's really hard to say bullied, because I don't know, I don't think I could say I was bullied growing up, but like there were things about me that like naturally not naturally, those kids are assholes, but like kids would just clown on you for. And like as somebody who got clowned on for my dark skin, there's definitely moments where it's just like, well, you kind of internalize, oh, you must be right that this is a bad thing for you to clown on, so I'm just gonna laugh because like I'm embarrassed to even stand up for myself because it is bad that I'm this color, like that kind of thing. So I think in like a society where maybe like it is like, oh yeah, you're tan, ha 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 ha, he might laugh it off. Now whether that's genuine or not is for me to know, you know. Thank you, Leanne. All right, I'm gonna pull it up. Leanne graciously has uncovered the hidden footage. We had to search hard and wide for this. How dare!
It's on your Twitter feed.
I posted it. I'm like, wait, when did I? Hold on.
You actually recorded it. You are the production team.
I wrote the script for them to say that. It all started with me. I set up Shiny from the beginning.
That's how you get news. Make it up.
It's like slow news day. Let's go.
Make up the drama.
I am the drama. Okay. Let's see. What if it just plays over? It's like, if you're black, there's nothing for you. All right. Let's watch the clip in real time.
That's funny to me.
All right. Okay. So this person writes, video is on Shiny's YouTube channel. As subs are not detailed, so get someone you know for accuracy of the conversation. No reason for Taemin to bring up his skin tone and Key acting out of skit. Yeah, the fact that Mr. Key put on theatrics. All right, let's see the clip.
밤에 민호 눈 감고 입도 안 열면 이렇게 민호야. 아이씨 거짓말. 민호야. 선크림 잘 바르고 있어. 요새 못 나갔잖아 또. 아무튼 나도
That wasn't really a hearty laugh. That wasn't giving hearty laugh to me.
왜 이렇게 탔어? 밤에
His eyes got wide, like he knew what was gonna happen. Like he
Oh.
went, "Oh no, not today, not again."
I'm triggered.
민호야.
Like before they even started, he started doing the skit. He went like, "Whoop."
아무튼 나도
Dang. I would have been like, not really. Violence is not the answer. Oh.
and then they still upload that. Whoa.
Becomes WWE SmackDown. They're like, good content. Yeah. Not to, what is it? Microanalyze or whatever. Psychoanalyze. But it was giving. Anyway. Like, honestly. That's not cool, guys. That's really ashy of both of y'all. But I mean, they apologized. So I hope that they really do, like, you know, reflect. And I hope, you know, if it's something that does bother Minho, like, he can, like, you know, talk to them and be like, that was real crusty. And those people on Twitter, they gathered you. Yeah, you were gathered. Embarrassing.
That's why they apologized. They were probably like, Minho was like, "Yeah, I agree with them," and they're like, "Oh, huh? Maybe we should apologize then."
That would be so sweet. Because I feel like when fans, like, you know, argue or come for somebody on somebody else's behalf, a lot of people are like, shut up, you know, you think you know them, like, you're, so if that honestly was like a way to open a conversation of like, hey, I don't like that behavior, you know, that'd be really beautiful. Either way, huh?
I said the power of friendship.
Yeah, the power of friendship. So also thank you, Jordy, for the apology. I mean, for the well wishes, I guess you would say.
Wishy there.
Thank you for apologizing. No, the thing is though, it's really beautiful because when I think about that time in my life and how like people would say that and I would be like embarrassed or whatever, now it just shows how much I've grown. Because like if anyone were to come with me that like with something like that, I would immediately be like, loser. Like I would immediately just be like, that's not funny, you're not funny.
Yeah.
And I love my skin, and I've never, you know, since then I've never wished I looked any other way but the way I do. So be proud of yourself. Andre says, I'll take this last question, then we can move on to the next topic. But did they apologize because they meant it or because they got called out? I still love Shiny, but that was messed up. I mean, I feel like that's the ways of a public apology, right? Like, it's like somebody can say that they've changed and they've grown, but if it was sparked because you were getting dragged in the first place, who really knows?
Yeah. I feel like what really matters, like, I feel like while that's important to think about, I guess, I feel like the main importance is that they actually follow up their apology with actually making changes. Because like, as you said, like I feel like a lot of apologies usually are because you got called out. Like you, even in real life outside of like celebrity stuff, it's usually like somebody said something to you and then you were like, oh, I'm so sorry. But it doesn't make it less meaningful.
I agree.
It's about what you do afterwards.
Exactly. So, you know, if we catch them in another bed, in another California king-size bed, talking about, Minho, where'd you go? Minho, yeah. Then we'll know we finna pull up. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So, from one mess to another. Now, your fave, Jungkook. He is truly an it boy. Oh, actually, yeah, my fave, Jungkook. He is truly an it boy through and through. And the thing is, it boys have good songs, you know, good looks, good dancing skills, but they also cause drama. And I guess it's kind of unfair to say he caused drama, but drama surrounds them. And of course, I'm talking about the fact that this week, Jungkook had to go on record himself to set the record straight that he is currently not dating anyone. Now, y'all know I hate dating news because I am 459. So, I mean, well, Jungkook's kind of our age too, but like, you know, I usually don't care. If a grown person's a relationship, that's not going to gag me. That's not going to gag me in the way it would have gagged me in 2014. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. But I think the way that this rumor started was so demented that it did intrigue me. Now, I'm not going to show any of the footage, alleged footage going around, because although people are saying it was AI generated, yada, 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 it's fake, just in case it's not, or it's something else, I don't want to, Big Hit is not coming for me and my non-existent coin. So I will just summarize. Jasmine, did you see this? Okay, so basically there is a video circulating that allegedly was a video of that somebody took from a distance, and it was Jungkook's house, and his window was open, and so in it you could see two figures moving and like being hugged up, booed up, kissed up, and people were identifying that as Jungkook and his potential or apparent or alleged girlfriend. And then there was also a dog running around that looked very much like his own dog. So people were like, oh, bam, bam, bam. And then creepy fans were like, oh, this looks exactly like his, or creepy people were like, this looks exactly like his apartment, because apparently we know what Jungkook's apartment looks like. People were like,
that sounds creepy.
It honestly was.
That's exactly where he lives. I've been there. Like, what?
I mean,
how do you know?
It was like some fans that were trying to be well-to-do and like prove that like, oh no, it's not him or it's not real. They were like, okay, so we know what Jungkook's house layout is, obviously. And it's just like, now some people were saying a mixture of like his lives, and then apparently when you like buy houses or live in like it's like, I guess it's an apartment building, so like the layout is known, like it's public knowledge or whatever, as long as you know. Still very creepy if you ask me, but they were trying to defend their fave. But yeah. So a lot of people were like, okay, he has a girlfriend. Armies, he's humiliating you. Your favorite artist, he's dating, and he's laughing about you. That reminds me of that one comment where somebody was like, the reason why nobody wants to listen to V's album is because they don't want to hear about songs about Jenny. I was like, say you're pressed without saying you're pressed. Oh. I said,
what? That sounds stupid.
Exactly. I'm like, please go back to first period, because Mr. McDonald is waiting for your math homework. All right, you don't need to be online. But yeah, so all this started speculation, people going back and forth, people writing articles, people analyzing the video. So it all came to Jungkook himself addressing the rumors head on. So on October 2nd, during a live broadcast on Station Head, Jungkook says, I don't know what that is either, so please don't ask.
I was about to Google it.
I think it's like Twitter threads or what is that thing? Twitter Spaces. He stated, I want to address something because I've been seeing comments about it. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not currently dating anyone. I just want to focus on my work right now, so I don't feel the need to have one. I don't have a girlfriend, so stop talking about it. He said, you hoes will keep your... Okay. But he also said, right, my girlfriend is Army. I just have Army now. Stop talking about it. I only have Army now, so don't worry. I'm only looking at Army now, so really don't worry, okay? Now, as much as I loved that Jungkook is in his I'm gonna do what I want era, and he was like, you hoes need to shut the hell up. How do you feel about the follow-up statement about Army being his girlfriend?
How do you say it?
I don't know.
Was it out of annoyance? Maybe he was like out here like, yeah, my girlfriends are Army. Like, obviously. Yeah.
The way...
Army.
Oh, maybe. No, maybe the way it's saying stop talking about it, and the way it says, right, my girlfriend is Army, it kind of seems like maybe he saw like a comment or something, and somebody's like, yeah, Army's your girlfriend. But he's been not shy to do that bit. Like, it's clearly fan service. Only if you're a bit, maybe not all the way to get, like, maybe not like, maybe indulging a bit, will you maybe take it seriously? But he's never been shy about being like, Army, I love you. Like that shirtless live he did. So I would like, it was probably to get people to shut up about it, but then also it was probably like, you know, a little bit of fan service. But yeah. But do you think he's
I mean, I can't judge. That is his money, so
he said I gotta keep the coins on lock. Do you
my CD is about to come out? I need y'all on my side. All right, there's no girlfriend. Sure, you know, his girlfriend's coming in the room as he's saying it. So he's like, "Go away, go away."
He's like, "Babe, can you get me a kombucha from the fridge? I mean, I have no woman."
What's up to my dog?
Dog, can you give me a kombucha from the supermarket, from Whole Foods? The dog's like, okay.
He's very well trained. He knows exactly where he's going.
That's interesting. I thought you were gonna say he was doing the whole arming that girlfriend for, you know, golden album sales, but the idea of like so it's like a catch-22 because it really shouldn't matter, right? But it does help if he says he doesn't have a girlfriend, not only for the Delulus, but for like so people can just focus on his music. Because even with B, like obviously he has a big fan base, but I do think now anytime he's like does anything, people are like, well, what does Jenny think about this? And it's interesting because I don't think it's vice versa. I think Jenny can actually like do stuff and people will forget that V exists. But I think a lot of the time people are like, so this song's about Jenny then?
Has Jenny done anything?
She's went to Paris Fashion Week, you know.
But that's not the same as releasing a song.
I guess that's true. Album. That's true.
I think she's supposed to release a song though soon.
But even when she was doing that terrible The Weeknd show, The Idol, nobody was like, did V say you could wear that outfit?
Well, she was struggling enough by being in that show. So they're like, we ixnay on the Idol A, okay? Like, we don't need that. Just not talk about it a lot.
She gives them one of the Men in Black, like, just forget this happened. I'm gonna jump into comments real quick. Naleli says, okay, first of all, who would film someone in their house? And that was honestly exactly. I was like, actually, before we even address if he has a girlfriend or not, let's address the prison sentence of the person who filmed this, because it was literally like right in front of his house. Also, I kind of was like, not to be delusional, because I think it's like this thing where like fans use, okay, this is gonna sound insane, but let me preface by saying an invasion of privacy is the number one concern. If you're invading his privacy to take pictures or whatever, you're a freak, don't do that. But I do think that fans will use that as a shield and be like, it's fake or it's not. I don't know, it just really reminded me of like the Jenny and B thing, where it was like fans were simultaneously being like, it's fake, like Photoshop, why would you spread this? But then also being like, also they would never date, so that's how I also know it's fake. But like, it's fake, stop spreading it. Like, it was kind of like using the fact that obviously this was a less than legal or less than appropriate or ethical way to obtain information, but also you were kind of using that to shield the fact that you clearly aren't okay with them dating in any capacity. And I feel like that needs to be, I don't know, I think that parlays into my next question where I ask, which is worse, people who are desperate to prove that this video is true, or people who are desperate to prove it was false? Because obviously there's the side of proving it was false because it was invasion of privacy, but then there's the side of proving it was false because you just don't want him to have a girlfriend. And I feel like there's some people coping. I don't know. It's weird. So Jasmine, it's okay. He does not have a girlfriend. All right, you can buy golden.
I was worried about that. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what it's called. I was like, what the heck is golden?
You can buy 3D.
I don't know. 3D. I forgot how that goes.
You literally said it was good and you loved it and it was the best thing any BTS member has made.
I did not say. I did not. I said I like it. I think 7 is better, but I like it. You're the one that said it was terrible. It was the worst thing you ever heard, and your ears were bleeding.
I'm still recovering. I had to go to the what is the ear doctor called? Whatever the ear doctor is called. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. So Andre asked, why do they care? So yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like, why do you care to prove it's true? But also, why do you care to prove it's false? Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? He is 52, has 4 kids, 3 mortgages. He's not like, I don't know. I'll get into this with the 3D single and some of the things when we talk about that. But there's just this weird thing around Jungkook where I do think people are very uncomfortable with the idea of him being an adult and thus getting into less savory adult things and depurifying your image of him, or in K-pop in general. It's very weird.
I feel like it's a weird thing when you're young, when you start being famous, because this is what happens, and you always have to have your breakout moment, like your Miley Cyrus Can't Be Tamed, or your who else had a moment? Britney Spears?
No, Britney Spears. Well, I guess she was, but
always out there.
I feel like, but it was more like when it was like, gimme. It was like, okay, I'm not even gonna pick, because before it was like, oh, let's like put her in this sexy outfit, but like it's also schoolgirl, so it's innocent, or let's like have her with the Teletubby, but like her chest exposed. But then it was just like, nah, it's just like, let's stop with the like mask. We're just gonna like be sexy, you know, that kind of thing.
I was gonna say, I think my other example is Rihanna.
Oh, when she got the bang.
Her good girl gone bad.
Yeah.
She was like finally able to choose what she wanted to do, I think, and then she wanted to do more like, what was it? Rude Boy?
Oh, yeah.
That type stuff.
Like edgy stuff. When she got that Karen haircut.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that Umbrella though?
Oh, Umbrella, it was a really long bang, but Rude Boy was just short hair.
It was super Karen, and then she cut it down to just be
she was like, let me let him breathe. Let me let him rest for a moment. All right. So, Jungkook, you don't have to
cancel.
You don't have to go public with us, but you will treat me with respect. All right. I know for your career, you don't have to go public with us. Now, let me stop. Somebody will think this is serious. All right. For our last story, Hwasa is not going to jail. So,
because we were all so worried.
You don't know. Some of these people have strings they have to pull. But okay. So I'm going to take this directly from Soompi. Shout out to y'all. So previously on May 12th, Hwasa performed during a university festival while filming TVN's Dancing Queens on the Road. At the time, Hwasa sang her solo song, Don't, during which she made a suggestive gesture, resulting in the Student Parent and Human Rights Protection Solidarity to file a complaint. Well, we finally have an update. They're like, throw us in jail! Saying on October 4th, the Songdong police station in Seoul announced in late September, we made a decision not to transfer Hwasa, who was accused by the Student and Parent Human Rights Protection Coalition on charges of public obscenity, resulting in no charges. They also added that after summoning Hwasa and investigating the content and development process of the performance, and comprehensively reviewing statements of everyone involved, they found it difficult to acknowledge criminal charges. And then P Nation, her agency, commented, "We received relevant information and are currently checking." Oh wait, this was old. All right, so Hwasa's not going to jail, but what do you think of people being okay? So this really reminded me of that whole situation when Hyorin performed at some, I think it was the Blue Dragon Awards, it might have not been, some actor award shows. And you know how the actors are basically like, we hate you while they're performing or whatever. And so she was there shaking ass as to Dali, as she does. And people were like, ugh, low class hussy, you know? My thing is, why would you invite Hwasa and then expect her to perform, I don't know, Angels We Have Heard on High in a parka? Like, I'm confused.
Why? What?
Like, okay, do you think it's reasonable? Because this was also a student festival, like a college festival. So college, you know, friend, you know, that's not children. They're young, but they're not children. So do you think that an artist, even if they have a sexier image, when they do live performances, they, in certain venues, they, especially if it's going to be airing on TV or some shit, they have an expectation to clean it up you know, sanitize it a bit. Or if you hire them, you shouldn't be trying to limit, like, you should expect you're getting what they're known for. Like, do you think that there's, you know, time and place? What is it? Time and place.
I would think that they know what they're gonna get. Like, I would assume that they would go through her set list with her and, like, know what's gonna happen.
But do you think it's like, okay, we invited you because the kids love you, but don't do too much because there's, like, teachers and parents there?
I didn't say that. I feel like, if anything, I feel like the students and teachers or whatever should have been, like, getting mad at whoever invited her. And then didn't make it so that she didn't do those gestures. That's on them.
That's true.
That's not her fault. She came, did what her contract probably said, like, do your performance like you usually do, and she did it. I'd be like, that's not me. They should have, like, they told me not to do the gesture. I would have been like, okay, I'll make it a little cleaner. But they didn't, so, hey, you get what you get. Like, so blame them.
That's fair.
I'm not the one who planned this.
That's so fair. And
I showed up.
I feel like we don't give enough, like, criticism. Like, it kind of reminds me of that whole, like, early 2000, late 2000, early 2010, where, like, a bunch of idols were getting into acting roles and people were like, ew, these idols suck. Like, this is so embarrassing. They're ruining it. But, like, there wasn't much smoke for the people who were choosing to cast them for, like, fame, like, in their fan base. Instead of just casting a better acting, like, person. It's like the same thing. It's like, okay, well, she was invited. She knows where her image is. She knows how her songs are. Like, you know, if you're going to invite Hwasa, you're going to get something a bit, like, more, like, you know, sexy or whatever. So it just, like, doesn't make a lot of sense at that point for you to get, specifically, like you said, for this organization to get mad at her and not, like, the school or something. Like,
yeah,
weird. Andre said, so they wanted her in jail for being too sexy. Like, she's basically the sexy member of Mamamoo. Y'all know what you're getting. Exactly. Same thing with the Hyun thing. Yes, Hyun does a little OSTs here and there, but if the current song she had and she was promoting was Dali, she's gonna shake some ass. Like, period. I'm so sorry. Those actors have to close their eyes. I don't know. Whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Nalili says, college kids are legal adults that spend half their time partying and drinking. Hwasa looking...
Wait, this was college?
Yeah, it was a college festival. Sorry, I don't know if I specified that.
Why were the parents involved at all? Get out. They're adults. Like, what the fudge?
It's probably one of those things where, like, college a lot of times is the first time people, like, leave home. So it's, like, younger kids where like, helicopter parents were like, I sent Jimmy there to study, not to see Hwasa shake ass, you know?
Then tell him don't go, since you're so involved in his life. Like, once again, you're looking at the wrong people. Look inside. How about that? Look inside your heart, your
exactly.
mind.
The call is coming from inside the house, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But yeah, a mess. So she avoided the jail time, but they probably will be back with vengeance. If they're anything like Million Moms, you know, it's jumping from one to the next. But that's enough of Hwasa, and it's time for
well, you didn't let me update the freaking
sorry, oh my god, I really did not know that it wasn't shared. I'm always running on fumes.
Now it looks like he did nothing.
Ooh,
in reality, did he do nothing?
Do we have to hit him with an unemployment?
Does this count as last week? I guess it. Yeah. Okay. So he did something. He was in Vietnam with Suho for a concert.
They did a concert together?
It was like, you know, when they just invite different artists.
Oh, to like sing?
Like a concert thing. Yeah. They just did something together. Like, they were individually, like, as individual artists, but they were there.
Oh, so he sang Brand New.
I think he did, but he also sang Serenity, which I really like, and I feel like he doesn't sing it. He doesn't perform a lot in general, so like, but like Serenity, I feel like he definitely doesn't perform as much as Brand New.
Has he ever done like all of the songs on his mini album? Like, did he do like a little concert? Dang. Not even like a showcase thing?
He did, like, there was a dance practice for his for one of the songs. I can't remember what it was called. Feedback. He has a song called Feedback, and they uploaded like the dance practice for that. But I was like, did you ever perform this? Like, where is this
Exactly. I was like,
what was the point? I mean, I guess to show that there was intention. I don't know. So,
like, where'd you get the choreography from, sis? What are we doing here? That's funny.
He does have a video for that though.
Dang.
And I think he has a behind the scenes for like when he did he has a song with Mark on his album too. For How We Do, I think that's what it's called.
Oh, like when they recorded it?
Yeah. So like
okay.
They don't have a video for it, but they have like the behind the scenes video for it.
Okay, that's cute.
Yep.
He avoids unemployment. He escapes it.
He still also has a show, so you know you cannot cancel him yet.
One day.
I already have a backup in case you decide to cancel this man. AT's still there.
No, okay, y'all, this is crazy. She's willingly saying that she's ready to accept the cancellation so she can usher in a new, younger man.
You keep canceling him.
Yeah, but you usually fight back. You're saying, you know what, I'll let, but if he needs to, you know, if I need to put him to bed.
If he's not doing anything one week, you know what, I have somebody that I can speak to. Like you have your 500,000 other people.
How dare you?
Are in Kyungsoo like this week.
I've never talked about anyone besides, like, I'm not sure.
Okay, so let's talk about your segment with the the Kyung second. That's not happening today.
Andre says, Jay, what's up with your boy Lee Jung Jae?
See? Another one. And that's not even who she's going to talk about today.
I'm not familiar with, I don't know who that, I'm sorry to this man. All right, y'all. Well, Jazz, well, let me play the intro anyway.
Wow. Because he actually has one. And you barely talk about him.
All right, y'all. I'm not here, unfortunately. What are you talking about? Okay, but the Shoe Minute was the first thing to have an intro. That is history. That is foundation.
An unfinished intro. How dare.
Don't worry, I promise you I'll have the best intro by the end of this year. It will literally blow you out the water. Like, you will literally be like,
will it be for Schumann? Let's find out. Watch it be for whoever. It's gonna be the Lee Jung Jae, whatever.
Stop. I would not do Dirty by Schumann. Listen. All right, y'all. So this is so funny because this is not a Kyung second. This is the Rain record. That's what I'm calling it. And it's my updates on my first K-pop bias, Rain. But funny enough, I will not be singing his praises this evening. I will actually be dragging his ass for filth. And I fully recognize that a lot of these things I'm going to complain about this evening aren't probably directly, like, he probably maybe did not have, I don't know, because with bigger artists or artists that have been around for a while, I'm like, okay, you must have some say, or if not, like, you would at least advocate for your fans. But Rain is being a whole fresh ass full with this concert. So we talked about this last time. Rain is having his first concert in the US after, they said since 2016, but I'm like, when did he come here in 2016? But yeah, he's having his first concert called the Still Raining tour or whatever, and it's only 2 dates in the US. One is in Las Vegas and one is in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So I was super excited last week when they had announced it, and I was particularly excited because I was like, okay, Rain is reasonable. He got a reasonable sized venue for both performances. He's doing 2 days, which is like unfortunate, but also, you know, he picked one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast. He's trying to be like, okay, I know I got fans there. I might not be like BTS where I can fill out a, like, you know, mega stadiums or whatever, but, you know, let me give back. And so I was like, I'm so excited because I know the tickets are going to be reasonably priced. And he said, I would like to embarrass you on this evening. So here's the thing. Maybe I think in general, K-pop concerts are so fucking overpriced. Like, they're so expensive. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love my faves and I get it. They have to bring over their blah, blah, blah. But they've literally contorted our brains to make us think. Same thing with, like, a lot of pop stars. Don't get me wrong. Like, they've, like, contorted our brains to think it's okay spending a rent payment on one freaking experience or whatever. I just think that's the case. Like, I don't think they should work for free, but I think it's kind of ridiculous that now going to a concert is basically a freaking luxury experience because of how much they charge. So don't get me wrong, there are nosebleeds, not really nosebleeds, but like really low tickets or whatever for $98. But I feel like the jumping in it, like it goes to 98, 128, 188, 228, 288, which I don't even know what the difference between those two are, and then 388. And so this is before taxes. Most of these cross to the next 100 threshold after taxes. So for example, the 388 would become 400 and some change for front row. And then he has a $600 VIP package, which the VIP experience, I believe it's like a seating, but then the VIP is that you get a photo with him. Now, I'm not interested in taking a photo with him, thank God, because I would be trying to like figure it out. But I just feel like this is ridiculously priced. Sir,
doesn't it come with a round trip bus ticket?
Oh my God. No.
That's what doesn't?
It does, but still. Oh. Take the bus ticket out.
I've never seen that for a concert.
Guys, you can buy the concert with a bus ticket, which I guess is good. I don't even know.
Yeah, it takes you home, you know? It looks like it only takes you to New York.
Exactly.
Which is like, you're in New Jersey. Why would I want to go back to New York? Is that the only place? Like, I'm in New Jersey.
You're only allowed to go to his concert if you live to New York. Yeah, now that I mention it, if it's all inclusive, why are you forcing me to have a bus to New York? Is something happening there? Very strange. Yeah, it comes with a bus ticket. I don't really know why. It's very strange. But I want to peep, because the thing is, I didn't peep this. So there's 2 dates, like I mentioned. One is on the Saturday of that week, which I believe is the 26th, 25th. Yeah, one is the 25th. The Vegas date is the 25th of November. But the one that's closer to me that I would realistically go to, the New Jersey one, is on the 22nd. So let me walk you through this, because there's so much foolishness going on here. I just really need to. So first of all, like I mentioned, the ticket price is way too high. Second, it is on the 22nd of November, which is the day before Thanksgiving in America. Now, I know everyone's like, not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving, blah, blah. It is America, though, where that is a big holiday. So even if, even if not everyone celebrates it, the country still works on the schedule as if that's a major, because it's a major holiday. So how are people who might have to get home to their families supposed to see? Bad idea. Now, to make things worse, you know, okay, it's the day before. You might be able to pull something off where if you're close, you can go and then make it home. You know, this concert starts at 10 p.m. If that concert is 2 hours, you're not getting out till midnight, sweets. I've never seen this. Cancel the whole show. Cancel the whole show and come back when you can act correctly. That's what I'm going to tell you. Is this the curse of Cypher? Cypher, like, hacked the mainframe and designed the thing. So, because this is just foolishness upon foolishness. And yes, the concert is midweek, which I know is not rare, even though it should be, because that's so inconsiderate to your fans. But the fact that the day before Thanksgiving, in the middle of the week, 10 p.m., comes with a bus ticket against your will. Like, what is...
To New York. You're not from there. Too bad. Actually, you're now going to live there.
It comes with an apartment complex.
Honestly. As well.
Like, I was like, this is at the a arena near the Hard Rock Cafe or whatever the hell. So I'm wondering, or Hard Rock Hotel. So I'm wondering if this was like a ploy to make it so you have to stay a night at the hotel or something. And then, like,
give me a ticket.
I don't know.
I mean, a bus ticket.
They're mixed signals. What are we?
Stay or go? We know 80% of you probably don't live in New York, so like, you might as well stay.
Oh God. Okay, Andre says, as someone who works concerts, if the show starts at 10, you're not getting out until maybe 1 if there's traffic. That's what I'm saying. It's not realistic. Because I was like, let me just, like, I'm not trying to make this a whole thing. Let me just pop in, pop out. But it's impossible because all the trains that I would potentially take would not even be running by the time this show was over. So I'm just like, this was like hella. And I was talking to my sister and she was like, well, maybe they made it the day before Thanksgiving because, you know, of time and space, but maybe it was cheaper or they got like a better kickback for making it such an inconvenient day.
Oh, yeah.
Which is just like, so.
It's like a wedding type thing. It's like when you make your wedding around like a holiday, or like a destination wedding that's around an American holiday, it's usually like better and cheaper.
Which, but it's
like, yeah.
That's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, but you're doing that in expense of the people who would potentially come. Like now, if this flops, because there's all these, like it reminds me of there was an EXO concert that I was able to go to like in 2000, maybe not 16. The first one we went to, was that 15 or 16?
It, 15. I think
okay.
16 was BTS.
Oh, okay, yeah, 15. We went in 2015. It was poppin', it was expensive, you know, yada, yada, yada. I remember when they came back in 2017, I was literally able to get a front row ticket for like under $70 on StubHub not because EXO wasn't popular, but because it was just such a poorly planned, poorly scheduled like concert that people weren't coming. So like there were so many like tickets that were going for so cheap because people were just trying to get rid of them. And even then the where I was at had so many empty seats around it because no one was showing up, because it's like a lot of people just don't be given like I love Rain Down. I love a lot of my groups down, but not all of you are like BTS level where people will skip work, you know, do all this stuff to be able to see the fade, like wait in line for 3. I remember when they performed, what was it? BTS performed on like Jimmy Kimmel Live. People had been waiting in line for days just to get in. And I was like, okay, that's kind of funky. But like still, not everyone has that. And no offense, but it's kind of rude to expect your fans to do that, to inconvenience themselves to come see you. Like, no offense. I don't know. I was just really ticked because I'm like, this is just ridiculous. And if I do go, I'm probably going to get my life. But like, I'll probably be kind of annoyed about it because it's just like very inconvenient, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, oh God. I'm going to jump into comments. Nilali says, that's a late concert. Oh my God. The concert I go to normally starts at 7 and ends at 10. That's what I feel like that's way more normal.
So normal.
Yeah. I still get a hotel at midnight. Sounds like a nightmare. It really is. Andre says, the Eric Nam concert I'm going to with a friend. His starts at 7:30. Yes! Because my old ass wants some sleep. Because I don't know if he was like thinking, oh, Rain has older fans, so maybe they have more flexibility or something, so they don't have to...
What? You know that's their bedtime. If they're older fans, they're like, no, you're going over my bedtime. You know I want to be in bed at 10, right?
That's like, so true.
I don't know what you thought this was.
It's just, I don't know. It's very foolishness. And I'm like, if you weren't going to do it correctly and like with any type of tact or like consideration, just cancel it. Because now I also, as a stan, I'm like, dude, you're probably finna embarrass yourself a bit.
No.
Like, no offense, but like, I don't know. I just don't like that. And maybe, you know, there's a bunch of people who are fine with this, but I just feel like it's a bit silly. So yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed to have like seen all those things just basically beat me up. Might I still go? Maybe. But honestly, like even the late night and be on Wednesday isn't that bad. But the fact that it's before Thanksgiving is just really like, travel's gonna be like congested, like it's just gonna be a mess. So I just really don't understand. My only hope is that maybe the hotels will be cheaper, since I don't really see people staying in hotels during holidays. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm like on the fence of where, if I would go. I'd maybe go to the Vegas one, maybe, even though that's Black Saturday.
What?
Black Friday. It's the day after Black Friday.
It's his next concert. The second concert's like on that Saturday?
Yeah.
What?
He got a discount. He got a discount. And that one starts at 8. So I'm like, so you do have some damn sense.
And in Las Vegas, I would think like there at least do like 10 p.m. That makes more sense. I mean, I guess Atlantic City is supposed to be like our Vegas. I don't even know, but like still, no, stop that.
No, but now I'm thinking because it would have made more sense for the Vegas if you had to do one at 10 p.m. against your will. The Vegas one 10 p.m. on a Saturday because that's the weekend. Why would on a fresh Wednesday I'm trying to? Okay, Rain.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. What the heck?
He got a discount. That's all he had to say. Andre says, does he have an opener on something? Like, there's no way any reasonable person, let alone artist, was. Yeah, I'm like
his new group.
Oh, it says he's giving Cypher. Oh my god, that'd be so trash. I'm gonna throw trash at him. Just kidding. I'm not gonna throw anything.
It's gonna be I'm white and Decipher are his two groups. Instead of in black. No, it's gonna be in white. There we go.
I was like, what do you say? But yeah, disappointing. But enough of that. Let's move on to some of the music. I feel like we haven't talked about music in a quick while. Only have a couple more minutes, so maybe we breeze through these a bit. Unless, was there one in particular you wanted to talk about? Like, did you want to talk about the New Jeans song versus the XG song? Okay. You heard that, New Jeans stands?
XG came out with their album, though.
Oh, I didn't listen to the album!
It's mainly every song that you've already heard. So, except for, like, I think there's maybe one extra mini song.
I gotta check it out. Yeah. This new Puppet Show song they had released is so good. I love it so much. They just can't do a bad song.
I love them. I love XG.
All right, but let's start off with one of the biggest singles. Oh, I forgot. I wanna see it in motion in 3D. All right, so Jasmine, or the Beyonce of BTS, the star of Chapter 2, released his second single, a reimagined Senorita by Justin Timberlake. No, just kidding. 3D. And so it was featuring Jake Harlow. He's dancing. He's talking on the phone. He's
say, what is he doing?
Okay, let's just get right into it. Let's start with the music video, actually. What were your thoughts, especially in comparison to On and Away on the Shoulder, I Kiss Your Nose and Brush Your Hair? What'd you think about this song?
I feel like, was there a storyline? I feel like they were just like shots.
True.
Of people.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about it, to be very honest. I just remember they were in the streets.
I mean, pretty much. I think there's supposed to be something going on with his phone. I mean, I know he says, I can kiss you to the phone in the beginning. And Jack Harlow is also on the phone at one point. So maybe it's like...
each other?
Oh, okay. Wait a second. By Curious Jungkook? Okay. I don't know. 3. I think, okay, so the part where he's like, I can kiss it to the phone. I think it's like the idea of like, you know, very Soldier Boy kiss you through the phone. I've been talking to you over like text and phone, but I want to see you in person so you can shake that ass in front of me. So I think it's like, oh, the phone, that's what that represents. Like, I want to see you in 3D. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe somebody did a Tumblr write-up of like the symbolism. But yeah, I don't know. I agree. It was kind of underwhelming in comparison to 7. That just had such a cute story. And yeah, I mean, I don't want
the effects in that were better. I don't remember.
Maybe he blew the budget.
Everything. Yeah, this seemed like a afterthought, to be very honest.
Yeah.
Like, I guess me a second song. I like this song. Let's just, you know, you stand there and look pretty. And then we'll have pretty people walking around.
Yeah.
And then Jack Harlow. There we go.
Like, you know the part where they leave, like they jump out of the van and start dancing? What was that van for?
See, you're saying things that I don't remember even happening. Like, I didn't even know there was a dance.
I do like the dance. I am liking it.
I need to rewatch this video.
You're like, there was a video? Wait, hold on. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit underwhelming. Jake looked kind of corny. The dance wasn't as good. Bartholomew looked kind of corny.
His name's Mark.
Oh, sorry. Mark looked kind of corny. Jungkook, I mean, looked good. The dance wasn't as cool, but it is growing on me. I think it's funny though, because so there's the actual dance to the chorus that, you know, he's been performing, people have been doing. They're trying to make like a TikTok trend out of that. But funny enough, like I think like the day the song came out, there was some guy on TikTok who made his own take on the dance. And I think it's funny because I've seen more people do that guy's take than the original choreography. And I feel like there's armies being like, okay, but do the original choreography too. Like,
wow.
There's already original choreography.
Even Lay. He was doing somebody's dance challenge from EXO, and it wasn't the dance.
Oh, Rover?
I forget who it was. Yeah, okay. Was it Rover?
I think so.
I just remember somebody did a compilation of all the members doing Rover or whatever, and then there was Lay just being like, pop and lock and doing whatever the heck he wanted. It was just like, that's not the dance. You know there's a dance.
He's like, I don't. Anyway.
I'm not trying to look at their stuff. Sorry. EXO who? I don't even know what this is.
It's like, stop texting me, okay? I'll do the dance, but stop texting me. Yeah, but I thought that was pretty funny. Also, we got a cool live performance where, for those of you guys who are watching Street Woman Fighter 2, Jam Republic was dancing with him. Which I thought was very, very cool and very, very smart for Hybe, because it was like a perfect mix of, you know, a group that's very trendy right now, and then him, who is also very trendy. So I want to write off this comment that Andre said and kind of segue into talking about the song and lyrics, because a lot of people were, I don't even know if you would say offended, disgusted, annoyed with the presence, not only the presence of Jack Harlow, which has been since it was announced that it was featuring Jack Harlow, but also a lot of people were taking issue with his verse. They felt that it was like offensive, gross, not good. I'm gonna point out a couple things that I've seen people talk about. Now, I think a lot of this is like bitch eating crackers, where it's like, we already don't like Jack Harlow, so we're gonna give the worst possible interpretation of his lyrics, or not give it any grace or whatever. But I just thought it was interesting, because I feel like this circles back to the larger thing that I wanted to talk about. So anyway, Jack's verse. So the verse, the song lyrics are very basic. It's very like, it's not deep at all, you know, it's just very, you know. But like for Jake's verse in particular, sorry, I'm trying to look up the lyrics. So
he says one line that I remember I like rewinded and I was like, what does that even mean?
The Jungkook does, or Jack?
Jack.
Was it?
It was the first line, to be honest. I'm just saying, I'm on my Jungkook. I was like, what does that mean? Like, you're into him?
Ooh.
Or are you on, like, what does on your Jungkook even mean? Trying to coin a term?
I assumed it was like, oh, I'm on my Jungkook, like how Jungkook can look at a girl and she'll, like, you know, fall to her knees type kind of thing.
Oh.
That's what I interpreted.
But I feel like, okay. I feel like he has to be known for something like that for me to be like, okay, that makes sense to be like, I'm on my Jungkook. But like, I've never looked at Jungkook and was like, he's known for like doing that. Like, no.
You're like, what are you on your Jungkook?
Like, he can if he wanted to, but I mean, like, it's not what I look at him and think
of. Let's see. So he said this line too: when I see that body, you would think it was a dead body.
Oh, yeah, what does that even mean?
So a lot of people were like, assume like you're saying something about a woman in a dead body. That's very poor taste. But I immediately was like, if you saw a dead body, you'd be like, oh my God, come look at this. So the way I interpret it is, and I think that's the way he's whatevering, is that the girl's body is so banging. He's like saying, everyone come take a look at this, like you would if you saw a dead body. I mean, he's not a good lyricist.
Yeah, I can see, because like, what the fudge does it even mean?
It's
Also, he had like one line, like I had one girl, too boring, two girls. Reminded me of a line that Macklemore did
in Thrift Shop.
No, not Thrift Shop. It was the Downtown song.
I only know
song
two.
Called Downtown.
Okay, yeah.
It's about him like buying a moped or something. It's pretty funny, but like it reminds me of something that he already did, and I was like, "Sir, stop stealing somebody's flow. Like you can't be doing that."
That's the rest.
That's not what we do.
It was. I've never heard that song, but I was like, this does sound really familiar for some reason. So I agree. But yeah, the thing is, this is a corny line, but I feel like people were saying, oh, you want to see women dead or something, or necrophilia. I was like, okay, that's not what it is. This was another one. So I'm missing a lot of context because I'm not an Asian person, or a part of this culture or whatever. But this line, all my all my ABGs get cute for me. Now, this was like multi-layered why people hated this or what I was seeing. So yeah, for people who don't know, ABGs is Asian baby girls. I thought that it was just Asian girls who ascribe to like a baddie aesthetic, and like, I don't know, because what I was basing it off of was that like a makeup creator I follow did like, oh, my take on the Asian baby girl look or whatever, and it just looked like she was doing baddie makeup or whatever. But a lot of people were offended or didn't like him saying this because two things I saw, they were like, okay, a white man calling out for Asian women is weird, but then also people were saying that he's saying this because Jungkook is Asian, and thus he's assuming that the majority of Jungkook's fan base is Asian women, and he's trying to like shout them out. And like my thing was like, would it be a problem if it was? Like, can a Korean guy not have a major like I don't understand. Why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Like, the way I saw it is like being like, oh, you're assuming most Beyonce fans are black. Why is that bad?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I can kind of see the racist undertones, but also maybe just shouting out the fact that he's Korean. I don't know. I mean, Jack Harlow is annoying, so I can kind of see it, but I'm like, if you're mad because he's just shouting out the particularly Asian part of Jungkook's fan base, well, Jungkook is an Asian man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But maybe I'm thinking, because I've heard a lot of rap songs where it's like, yo, all my black girls shout out, like all my this girl shout, and it's just like to be like, ah! Like, you know, when you're in the club with your friends, like, he talking about me, ah! Like that kind of thing. But again, I can see the lens of like, okay, he's a white guy doing it, maybe it's a bit weird and stuff. Also, like, some people, like, to me, I thought like Asian baby girl was like the Black Girl UK makeup. Like, it was like an aesthetic like that. Some people were like saying it's deeper than that. Some people were saying it's offensive terms, stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm not going to act like I know, but you know, and then of course this one line about I have two girls, too boring, or one girl, too boring, two girls, that was cool for me, three girls, damn dude, 20, four girls, okay, now you whoring.
I mean, wasn't he kind of dragging himself?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Who
is he dragging in this? Like, sounds like he's calling himself horny. If there's three girls, and then he's a hoe if it's four girls. You know.
I don't know. I mean, I guess people were saying like, oh, it's like treating women like objects or whatever. But I mean,
I feel like people, I don't know.
I really don't know what to tell you.
If a girl said the same thing, we probably would not.
I'm like, I get it.
The same thing.
Yeah, I
feel like girls do this too. Two men.
Yeah. Like, y'all know you can just dislike him. You don't need a moral ground to stand on to just dislike a guy or dislike the way the rap is. Just say you don't like him.
Bad lyrics.
Exactly.
It's always been that way. After that First Class song, I realized, no, I'm just like, it's not for me. Like, how can you take such a good song, a good instrumental, and then make that song?
Yeah, it was bad. But, I mean, yeah, a lot of people, I don't know if anyone cared about the Shrooms line, but yeah, so people took like we're like ew, but you know what? The people listen because there is a version on Spotify that is Jack Harlow-less. So if you did not like his rap, there's a way. But I do think a lot of people were like, ugh, this is starting to turn into typical American rap with misogynist lyrics and stuff like that. And they don't like the idea of their like precious K-pop being infiltrated by dirty lyrics like this. But guys, as much as you want it to be the case, Jungkook wasn't held at gunpoint and told to collab with Jack Harlow. I'm not saying like he was like, get Jack on the track, but he's in the position. Nice. Yeah. Get Jack on the track. But he wanted this, okay? He was out. There was a video where he was dancing with Jake to this exact part. So it's like, as much as you want to believe that he hated every moment of working with Jake, and he threw up when he heard the lyrics, and he literally combust into flames when he had to be next to Jack Harlow on set. I don't think that's the case. And again, it doesn't have to be the case for you not to like your fave, and you don't have to be like symbiotic twins that think the same thing, okay? You can dislike an artist that they like. It's just annoying. Yeah. All right, so overall, what are we giving this? What is the score? Oops.
I give this a 7.
Oopsies. Wait, hold up.
7 days.
Oh, that's pretty high.
I like it.
I'll give it a 7 too. I'll give it a 6. Definitely wasn't better than 7, but it is
7's an 8 for me.
Interesting. Well, okay, then we both agree it's a better song.
Yeah.
Andre says 6.5. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It just isn't anything special. I think for me, it just plays a lot on nostalgia because it does sound like songs I heard growing up. And I
think that gets me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you sound like a 90s or a 2000 song or an 80s, I'll probably be like, this is a good song. You did something here. You're innovative. I don't know if I've heard this sound before. I'm like, whoa.
Exactly. I think he's like falling in the footsteps. Like that's like his whole. I'm excited for his album because I feel like he's just paying homage to like early 2000 it boy pop boys, which is really fun. Especially because kind of getting back to like his lyrics being kind of like more explicit, and even though he was like seen as like the baby of the group, he's doing the most like some of the most just blatantly like, I don't know, like in the opposite direction that people would expect of him or want of him, some people. So I just really like the.
I thought this is up his alley.
I think it's up his alley, but I think just like a lot of people are like, oh, he's talking about sex and like whoring and want to see that girl shake her ass in 3D or whatever. Like, ooh, interesting. So how did y'all think Lotto Rap 7 in comparison to Jack Harlow?
I'm gonna be honest, for me, it's the same. It added nothing. It took away nothing to me either. It was there.
I tend to agree. Like, I definitely think her overall part was catchy, but I think that's because the music and how it was like building up during her part, especially in the band version, just makes for just a really hype part. And I do like rapping along. Like, I definitely. But I think like the background beat is doing a lot of heavy lifting. That even otherwise, neither of them really blew me away with their lyricism in that part. Yeah. I do like open up, say, hey baby, let me swallow your pride. I just think that's a really cute line. Jordy says the song gets a 6.
Cute.
Wait, what?
Isn't that a dirty line?
Yeah, but I think it's just cute. Like the wordplay is really cute.
Like, I'm gonna play that at my wedding. That's so cute.
Open up, let me swallow. Because I always go, open up, let me swallow your pride. Like when I sing it.
Like doing different harmonies.
When I swallow your pride. Honestly, I was like, when I was listening to 3D for the first time, I was like, you know what would be a really fun occupation? An ad-lib arrangement specialist. Like, you just come in and you don't have to be good at the ad-libs yourself. You just tell them what to ad-lib. Because I feel like that's my favorite thing to do when I listen to a song. Be like, oh, like, just do whatever I want. And there's this one ad-lib in 3D, the non-Jack Harlow version, where I'm like, if you would have just went, or like something else, like, it would have been so good. Let me be your ad-lib advisor, Jungkook. Listen, I'm not saying you don't know. Huh? Or Lotto would have been like, well, she's like, open up, say ah, hey baby, let me smell your pride. That would have taken the song to the next level.
She's like, what? I don't sing, I'm a rapper.
I'm like, trust me, Lotto, you are going places if you sing this the same way. I was just trying to help her out, all right?
Choir like voice too. Say, oh.
Say, oh. And then you fall asleep. And you don't even finish the rest of the verse. You just sleep the rest of the line. But yeah. All right. So in interest of time, we're going to skip right to the open bar so you guys can talk about anything you wanted to talk about. So let me...
I want to point out that you have Aespa CROCS. And you didn't talk about it. So I was just going to say, like, this is your chance to keep this from being clickbait.
Clickbaiting with the hot goss about their Crocs, y'all. Did they talk about the Crocs?
First, so it's
That's
like...
true. I was struggling, y'all. I was like, let me get this thumbnail together. All right, y'all. Welcome to Open Bar. Oops, sorry. Where's the intro? Nope. We're just gonna do all the pages because okay.
Wow, your favorite, Lucas.
I've never heard of that man ever. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I tried to do a little harmony, but it did not work. All right, Andre, right off the bat, we're going to talk about NC Tokyo.
Oh, what's his name? Jungmin?
Is he new?
That group. So they had a show that was supposed to like, oh, well, it did. It got the people that were going to be in NCT Tokyo or whatever it's going to be called. I think they're calling it New Team, NCT New Team right now because they don't have an actual name for it yet.
Just call it NCT Tokyo. Is it the Japan branch?
It is, but I don't know if that's what they're going to call it. Maybe it might not just be Tokyo. I don't know. But they released that like one of the members that actually got into it is like now going to not be in it because of like health issues and like he's now going to go back to being a trainee. So I was like, that's kind of interesting. But yeah, I felt bad about that. I was very confused at first because they put NCT New Team. Also, when I read Jungmin, I read it as Jungwoo, and I was like, why is there a new team and why is he in this group? Like, what is that? Is that like different than you? Like, what is new team? But now I understand.
So is it like a survival show or something like that, or they're just revealing the members?
So. It was like a competition. I think I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I only watched like the little clips that had like Schumann in it.
Oh my god!
Like, you have to be able to sing. People, have you been practicing singing? All right, that's why we have Chen. Like Chen is our singer. Do you have a singer in this group? And I was like, oh dang, Schumann, relax.
Yeah,
we get it.
Okay, Schumann diva era. That's funny. That's interesting. So nobody who's already in NCT, like an active member of an NCT group, is going to be in NCT Tokyo.
You know,
interesting.
Like I think Shotaro and
Sungchan.
Yeah, they were supposed to be in it, but then they moved over to Rise. There was also supposed to be like another guy named Shohei, which I'm so sad about. But I think he got injured, and he's no longer going to be in any group. It's so sad.
Aww.
So I think he's supposed to be. I don't know what they're doing with him. We'll see if he even goes anywhere. Because he's one of the older ones. I think he's like 26 or something. Yeah.
I mean, I'm older than him, so this means something. The thing is, I don't think the age of the idol should matter. I think that if you're gonna put, like, people's age should agree with each other. So if somebody's 26, don't put somebody who's like 16 or something like that. Like, true. That is only my like thing. And so for the people who thought I was being ageist, I'm not like saying that because it's 26. I just know the people in like Rise are really young or whatever. Oh, yeah. So it'd be weird.
I don't think he was gonna be. Well, he might have been in Rise. I don't know what group he was supposed to. I think he was supposed to be Japan because he is Japanese.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But Yeah, I think that's what like I feel like a lot of things happened and that shifted how NCT Japan was working.
I mean, we've been waiting for
Like
that
he
for a
got injured
while.
and all that. Yeah.
It's giving six mix. Also, hello Hwasong, welcome to this stream. I kind of want the Aespa Crocs, but I'm also just in. I will say, cute collab. Like they actually, I don't know if they would be like wearable, outable, like for real, but they are very cute, and whoever designed them did a really good job. They're like, they're furry lined. Again, like I don't know if I'd ever wear these in public, but like it's a cute design. Like I don't know what you want me to. I would definitely like wear these somewhere.
Those are cute.
Exactly.
I don't like Crocs, but you know the colors are cute.
Exactly.
And they're furry.
Yeah. And the fact that they're like, well, I guess this is just Crocs in general, but I think because they're like you can customize them. I feel like this would be a good collab for New Jeans as well.
I feel like I want to say.
In their platform. They're plats. Yeah. I would get these. If I was a bigger Aespa stan, I'd probably just get these for the collectible. Because I don't know if I'd actually wear these. Or maybe I'd wear these around the house just to be fun. But it is a cute color scheme.
I think they'd be cute for like winter.
Yeah. But how would you wear them? How would you style these guys? I really want to know. They do look really comfortable though.
I don't understand Crocs. So.
I get them. I don't see them as a stylish shoe, but I do think they look really cute with like baggy jeans, and like if you're just like casually wearing them to go on a walk or something.
I think these are the first Crocs that I've seen that I'm like, I can see myself wearing these. Regular Crocs? No. They just look like something I would wear to the pool.
Yeah, but that's like functional though. Like that, I think they are very like, oh, wear them to the pool. They might have made like bomb shower shoes in college or something. Like, I feel like yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like most people agree that they're pretty good. Yeah, this was a really good idea. I want to see a New Jeans one next because I feel like it would also be really cute. But yeah. All right, so NCT Tokyo, NCT or Aespa's Crocs. What else did I lie about in the? Okay, I talked about everyone. NCT, Jungkook, Aespa's Crocs. Any last words, y'all, before we wrap this up? Jazz, did you have any topic you wanted to talk about?
I don't even think I looked at Reddit.
The Becky.
Wow, such an NCT stan.
I just love, I mean, I've already told you, they brainwashed me long ago. Oh, wait, do we think that they're going to save a spot for Mark in NCT new team? Like, he might have been.
If he ends up in that, I'll be like, what the fudge are we doing?
He might have been brushing up at his new home to go.
Now. He has aged 50. To now 50. He's like, he's tripled in age. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how he's doing it. What?
Tripled.
I mean, like, imagine being in so many groups at one time. Like, he's in Super M, he's in NCT Dream, he's in NCT 127. You might as well be in Wavy. I don't know how he made that like work.
Well, now that Lucas is gone,
you know what? I can only have so much time to learn Chinese. Please.
That's
give me
the
this.
Limit. He's gonna pop up, y'all. You'll
so
see
many
it.
NCTU groups. Like, I just bless his soul because I couldn't.
Hopefully, he's getting paid. Like he's getting the checks because he's doing so much work. But we'll see. Megan said, I would wear them as slippers, kind of, if I wore Crocs. LOL. Aespa has pretty interesting collabs / brands that they're a part of. I saw they have like little doll thingies come out too.
Ooh, did they? Ooh.
I think they were like, maybe I'm thinking they were like sketches. I don't know if they're actually physical things or it was like a virtual thing you could buy. Oh, maybe I made that up.
That would have been so cute.
Andre says, DSP about to debut a new girl group and Giotto's coming back. Is the G Idol Comeback, is that their English album? Because I saw.
Oh, did I tell you I heard them on the radio?
Oh yeah, wait. So what song was it?
The English one that they did with the 88 Rising.
Ah, interesting.
The I Do, which I was like listening to it, I was like, this reminds me so much of I'm Feeling Lonely.
There's that with 50-50 out of the way. We're about to be the new 50-50.
I mean, this is the time. This is smart to start marketing now. You're like, all right, since 50 is like, dwindling, we're just as good.
They're like, I'm feeling social. Like, okay.
Barely any different. Okay. A little on the nose.
The A-Track CEO is behind it all. He's like feeding them. Like, I'm feeling social. Like, who is this man? Who is this?
Gets sued again. Loses again. Oh, was it the other guy?
Oh, the Giver guy got sued.
The Giver guy.
Yeah. The Attract guy, he's trying to sell repackages of songs that already came out. Like, there's not...
Okay. I mean, I would do the same.
He should just cut the fat
the contract
and literally just sing it himself. Like, I'm feeling so sure.
I mean, there's auto-tune. If you can't do it, I get that.
He becomes a trot singer and rises and starts.
He copies and pastes it himself. On the CD cover.
I'm feeling so sure.
Different wigs. He's like, this is the new 50-50. New members. Me, myself, and I.
I'm feeling so sure. Or it's one of those TikTok filters where it just doubles you. Like, it's like, I'm feeling
That's a music video.
It's like, get a budget, sir. Like, get a budget.
This is all I have after what's happening.
But you won, sir. Who are you lying to?
The contracts.
Cupid trot version, yeah. I'm feeling so. I can't even do a trot. That's the thing. All right.
Didn't Jenny also come back? Sorry,
she did, and it was
debut.
It was like, who did she collab with? She collabed with somebody that I was like, what the heck?
She collabed with someone?
Yeah, the song. So there's song. I think there was 3 songs in that like album, and one of them is like a Korean version, and one of them's an English version, and the English version's featuring somebody like Miguel or something. Something that I was like, what?
She didn't get Miguel. There's no way.
It was somebody shocking though.
Well, I can't even find her. I mean, I can find her, but I can't find
the album info. Yeah, I'm having trouble doing it too, or finding it too.
What is it? Something with love.
I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling so sure.
I'm so confused. Okay, the fact that she just went from 2 ends to 1 end is confusing.
She wanted to shed her former self. Somebody said, what if Garam, Jinny, Sujin, and Chu made a group together? Why would they? I think all groups, people who got kicked out of their groups. It's like, what?
The rejects.
People are so random. Why would they link up?
Because of the rejects. You know how much money they would get with that?
Maybe. I always wonder.
Tune in for that.
I always wonder.
I would tune in.
Wait, BBC keeping up with their lawsuits? Don't tell. I remember when it got the announcement. They were like, we will sue them to infinity and beyond. Amen. Bye. Like, they were basically, that doesn't surprise me because I swear they made a statement after like the last settlement was made, or I don't know if it was the one about Chu or which set of members the statement came out about, but I remember them being like, hey girls, we're still gonna sue you.
They also had the other one with them suing, what are they called? Looney Tunes?
Lucembo? Not Looney
Yeah,
Tunes.
there you go.
That's all, folks.
Sued them for the name, and then they lost.
Oh my god.
I think I sent it to you.
BBC, sit down. That does sound familiar.
I mean, like, I was like, I'm not surprised, because I was like, when I saw the name, I was like,
Yeah, but it has
I'm a little on the nose with that
symbol
one.
in it, okay? Different word.
Like at first, when they first spelled it, it was like LU symbol, and I was like, okay, that sounds stupid, but whatever. And then I saw the new spelling where it was LOO, and I was like, all right, now I know where you're going with this. That's why you called it.
They're
that.
not going anywhere. Wink, wink. But yeah,
It would just been Loon symbol, you know,
yeah. Oh,
or Luna.
Luna,
Just right on the nose.
Luna. All the members' names symbol.
Luna is no longer here, but we are here.
That'd be so funny. All right, guys, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck out of her. Thank you so much for joining us on another lovely night at the Sleepy Idol. Jazz, is there any one last thing you want to tell the people before we wrap up for the evening?
If you like The Boys, I always think of a show. But if you like The Boys, there's a show called Gen V that's based off of The Boys. So it's pretty good. It's only 3 episodes so far, and I think it's weekly. It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When you said The Boys, I thought you meant the group. I was like,
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that was a group. No, The Boys. The boys.
I know. That's exactly what I was supposed to do.
The superhero show.
Interesting. I don't know. Do I have anything I'm watching? I mean, all the only murders in the building. There's that. If you're interested, I think it's really, really good. Other than that, yeah, stay fresh, funky. I want you guys to be brave. Take chances. All right. Don't say no without trying. Don't say you can't without trying. Okay. Everything.
Yeah, if someone asks you to do drugs,
stop. Stay away from drugs. Listen. But for chances, always believe in yourself. Always give your best effort. Put your best foot forward so you don't regret anything. I don't know why this is becoming.
Thanks, Mom.
You're right. Yeah, I was gonna say, sweeties, did you get your Lunchables? Also, just a reminder, if you like the video, if you guys could give it a big fat juicy like right now. You know, also the TikToks on my channel, if you want to share them, embed them, post them on a story. There is a Sleepy Idol TikTok that's linked in on the channel, but we also have YouTube Shorts. If you go back and watch the VOD and you thought something was funny, you thought something was great, leave a comment. That warms my heart and also tells me what kind of stuff you guys want to see more of. And yeah, that's it for today. Oh, I'm sorry, Paola, that you came last second, but we are wrapping up. And I will see you next time on the Sleepy Idol. Oh, okay, guys, we're getting some free egg yolk.
I was not smiling with purpose.
That's like winter egg yolk. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Bye. I'm feeling so sure.